I'm Mr. Jordan. I'm a teaching artist at New Sullivan Elementary in Chicago, Illinois. This video is part of an online learning initiative by Chicago Arts Partnerships in Education. Today we're going to be learning another game that we frequently play in class. This game is called Scattergories. Scattergories is a word game in which players compete to score the most points based on unique words that they can come up with to fit in individual categories. This game doesn't require any specialized tools, just a piece of paper, a writing utensil, and something to help you keep time. In Scattergories, players are given a list of categories. The amount of categories you use is up to you and the other players. For this example, I've chosen 10 categories. You're welcome to choose more or less. Once you've decided on the amount of categories, it's time to fill in your own categories. On each round, everyone uses the same category. For the next round, the categories will change. It's up to you who decides what the categories are. You can make these categories as easy or difficult as possible. For each of those categories, players have to create one unique answer. One thing to keep in mind with this game is that uniqueness of ideas and answers counts for points. If someone else has the same answer as you for a given category, then neither of you get a point. This may seem easy at first, but there are two elements to this game that make it particularly difficult. First, for each round, there is a particular letter that is given. Each of your answers for the categories have to start with that letter. For example, if our letter for this round is A, then the words for each category must start with the letter A. If one of my categories is cities and my letter is A, then one answer I could put is Alton, which is a city in Illinois. Second, each round has a time limit, so often you might not be able to answer all of the categories before the time runs out. It's up to you to decide on a time limit as a group. A good starting place for 10 categories is about 3 to 5 minutes. You can always make that time limit longer or shorter depending on how difficult or easy you want the rounds to be. If you're not able to fill out all the categories before the time limit's up, don't worry, this is very common. It happens to everyone all the time. Now that we have the categories that we're going to use for the round, and we have the time limit for the round, we want to take a pause. We don't want to reveal the letter for the round until the timer starts. The reason we do this is because if players knew the letter before the timer, then they would have an unfair head start. At this point, each player should have the category names and numbers written down on their individual pieces of paper. This means it is time to start the round. Once we start the timer and the letter is revealed, then each player can begin. Beep, beep, beep. Time's up! Once the timer is done, it's time to put your pencils or pens down, and everyone is going to take turns sharing what's on their list. For number 1, I have Abu Dhabi. Did anyone else have that? Nope. Nope. For number 2, I have Aardvark Trainer. Oh, I had Aardvark Trainer too. Okay, crossing that one off. For 3, I have Amaranth. 4, I have Asymmetric. 5, I have Art. 6, I have Artichoke. 7, I have Applying for College. I also have Applying for College. Okay, crossing that one off. 8, Animation. 9, Adidas. I got Adidas on my list too. Okay, crossing that one off. 10, Angel Food Cake. Next. For 1, I have Aberdeen. For 3, I have Amethyst. For 4, I have Afro. I also have Afro. Okay, crossing that one off. For 5, I have Arithmetic. For 6, I have asparagus. I have asparagus. Okay, crossing that one off. For 8, I have archery. For 9, I have Air Force Ones. For 10, I have apple pie.
Next.
For 1, I have Akron. For 2, I have apple picker. For 3, Auburn. 5, algebra. 7, always late. Hey, that's not a good excuse. Ah, come on. Unfortunately, I do agree. Okay, I'll cross that off. 8, I don't have anything. And 10, almond cookie.
Now that everyone has shared their answers, it's time to tally up points.
So for Abu Dhabi, amaranth, asymmetric, art, artichoke, animation, and angel food cake, I have a total of 7 points. For Aberdeen, amethyst, arithmetic, archery, Air Force Ones, and apple pie, I have a total of 6 points. Well, it's up to me to see if I can beat 7 points. I've got Akron, apple picker, Auburn, algebra. Oh, I didn't even get to count always late. And I've got almond cookie. So I got a total of 5. Looks like you win.
Yay! So that's the end of round 1. We've now gone through all of the steps of how to play Scattergories. I hope that this is just the beginning of a lot of fun ahead. If you want some more information about Scattergories or links to resources for how to play it online, there are links in the description below.
Thanks so much for watching. Check out CAPE, C-A-P-E, Chicago.org for more videos from teachers and teaching artists across Chicago.